Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, everyone. Lanny, Bert, you know us by now. We are the Dividend Diplomats. We are recording this video on the eve of Royal Rumble, baby. But guess what? Instead of having to talk about those 30 wrestlers that are going to be in the ring tonight, and we'll see who wins by the time the video comes out tomorrow, we're going to talk about 8 dividend stocks that juiced their dividend increase over the last week or so. Everybody, we got some bangers in this video. So get ready, get hyped. 8 dividend increases are coming your way today.
You can't see me. Dividend increases. Let's go. John Cena style. But guys, Bert said it, 8 bangers. Bert's got also a coffee mug winner announcement here. He'll chime in shortly. Congrats to you, Bert. I'll hand it off to you here in a second. And guys, we're going to do it again. This video, if you're paying attention right now, subscribe, like the video, comment on your favorite dividend increase so far in 2023. That'll enter you in the giveaway. We'll be giving out some DD swag. The way it works is we usually message you, whether it's a coffee mug, a sweatshirt, t-shirt, you name it, we're going to give out some of the finest Dividend Diplomat swag. So guys, make sure you enter the giveaway. Like, subscribe, and comment. But Bert, who was the winner from last week's video?
All right, one of our loyal followers. You can follow him here on YouTube. You can follow him on Twitter. Dividend James, come on down. You are the winner of the Diplomats contest. So we'll shoot you a message here in the comment or send you a DM. But you know, how about this? You message us to when you see us. We want to make sure you're watching this video so you can claim your swag, Dividend James. But congrats, everybody. We mean it. Every time we do a contest, we make sure we pick a winner so that we know, we're committed to making sure you get some of our swag and that we all reach financial freedom together.
All right, guys, it is Royal Rumble. It is Dividend Stock Rumble. It is Passive Income Rumble, baby. So let's get into it. We've got 8 big dividend stocks that are increasing your income. Stock market has been all over the place, juicing up this past week. The S&P 500 up again. Stock market is surging. Fed expectations are lowering. Inflation numbers looking a little bit better, but a couple stocks are taking big dumps like Intel.
I was going to say Intel. Fed's taking a page out of Intel's book and just going down with those interest rates. Like Intel's stock price is dropping right now.
Bert, we got 8 stocks. I know you own a ton of them. I'm sure you, the viewers, own a slew of them as well.
Yeah, that's right. So let's jump right in, everybody. Lanny and I had a huge bump here from this company. Number 1, Archer, Daniels Midland, ticker symbol ADM, the Dividend Aristocrat. The almost dividend king, everybody. They are almost a dividend king after this dividend increase. They've announced their dividend for 47 consecutive years. And boy, oh boy, did ADM deliver a banger. They increased that quarterly dividend from 40 cents to 45 cents. That's a 12.5% dividend increase right there.
Guys, this was huge. Well needed, well received. Dividend investing is strong in 2023, and ADM is a perfect example. For a good frame of reference, in my portfolio, link is in the description, I own over 220 shares. So that dividend increase alone juiced up my forward passive income alone by $44. So that is why you dividend invest, because for just owning this asset, my income just went up on that asset by 12.5%.
And that's insane. And we talked about this in a video a couple weeks ago on why dividend growth is so powerful and why dividend reinvestment is. Lanny didn't have to do a thing to earn that increase from ADM. Those extra $40 were earned by doing nothing. And that is the beauty of dividend investing. And I own, for the record, 111 shares of ADM. So the increase wasn't quite as substantial, but it was, yeah, my new annual dividend income from them is $200 after that dividend increase.
Wow, guys. So there it is. That's the bottom line on ADM. To slide into dividend stock number 2.
Number 2.
Bert owns this company. He owns a lot of it. In fact, he probably fills his cup up in the morning and the evening of oil. We're talking Chevron, ticker symbol CVX. Not only were those oil prices increasing at the pump in 2022, but those dividend increases are following suit.
Yeah, you always wondered how much the higher gas prices were going to benefit shareholders. Unfortunately, is like one of the side effects of what was going on in Chevron. Chevron gave some money back to shareholders because there's a little bit more to this story. Their quarterly dividend was $1.42. Now it's $1.51, a 6.3% increase. They're keeping that dividend aristocrat streak alive. 37 consecutive years. Their yield after this is now 3.4-ish% after this announcement. So it's growing. But Lanny, that wasn't the only oil that was struck here by Chevron. They found some more money to give back to shareholders. They announced a 75 billion share buyback plan. Billion.
Well, reduce that share count, increase that earnings per share, decrease that payout ratio, and future increases of dividends should be coming your way then.
Yeah, and think about this, 75 billion. That's such a large amount of cash. We cover so many companies on this channel. So many companies we have do not have market caps of 75 billion. So this share buyback program is larger than a lot of dividend stocks in your portfolio. I can guarantee you that.
You're not wrong there. I'm pretty sure Intel just shaved off about 75 billion of market cap.
Yeah, they should buy Intel.
Let's get into that dividend stock number 3. There's a lot going on here. Air Products and Chemical, another dividend aristocrat on the list. Ticker symbol is APD, not to get confused with ADP. So APD announced a nice cold above inflation right now, 8% dividend increase, going from $1.62 to $1.75, still yielding over 2%. Let us know if you own APD in the comments.
Very jealous. It's one of those companies that I've always wanted to buy, but every time I look to buy them, they're just overvalued. But that said, probably overvalued for a good reason, because they're a decade away from being a dividend king. They just dominate in their sector. So I mean, I have nothing more to say.
Combination of domination.
Yeah, kudos to you if you were able to get into APD and just keep enjoying these massive dividend increases that are churning.
Well, Bert, you've got to take it here on the 4th one, the midpoint here.
Do I? Yeah, I guess I do. This one, Cincinnati Financial, ticker symbol CINF. Why is Lanny saying that I have to talk about the dividend king? The dividend king of the ring, the longest consecutive streak on here, 62 consecutive years after that increase.
Oh.
We scooped up Cincinnati Financial for my wife right at the onset of the pandemic. It was one of those stocks I'd always wanted. The price just dropped because, if you recall, they had no clue how insurance companies were going to cover COVID. That was one of the weird things that was going on at the beginning, caused stock price to plummet. So we scooped up, we built a healthy position in Cincinnati Financial, and boy, are we benefiting today, because they announced an 8.7% dividend increase this month.
I mean, 8.7% above inflation. Nice solid dividend growth to go with above a 2.5% dividend yield. Great combination there, over 10% in total right there. Congrats, Bert. Congrats. And guys, remember, we're running a campaign right now. If you subscribe, like the video, and comment on your favorite increase, you'll be entered in this week's giveaway. We appreciate it. All right, Bert, what do we got for number?
You do the honors for this one, Lanny. This one, this one's all you.
Well, guys, we're hopping into the, I don't know, you can kind of call it a quasi, service entertainment / telecommunications company in Comcast. Ticker symbol CMCSA. They went from 27 cents to 29 cents, a 7.4% increase. Just when you thought cable was dead, Comcast says, I'm back, baby, and I'm going to bury you alive with this dividend increase. And Bert, they've been doing it for over 13 years now.
Yeah, they're building a nice little streak there. They're building a nice internet content pool, the launch of Peacock, a lot of the sporting rights.
WWE, maybe they'll end up buying them. Who knows?
You beat me to that, Lanny. I was going to say they're in the mix for WWE. They're one of the fits that could make sense. They already have the WWE streaming rights already, so WWE is already on Peacock. So it might make sense just to scoop up the full company, we'll see. But if you're looking for a play in the sector, Comcast is always going to be an interesting one. Wait a second, Lanny, do you hear that? Do you hear something going on in the background? Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo, woo, we got some dividend trains coming your way. Number 6 on the list, Norfolk Southern, ticker symbol NSC. This has to be one of our favorite stocks to talk about, Laney. We are always talking about Norfolk Southern for some reason or another. We love this railroad company.
Love the railroad company. If you haven't been by the blog in the last month or so, I actually wrote an article about Norfolk Southern. It was called Riding the Dividend Train with Norfolk Southern.
Woo!
And guys, they increased it 8.9%, going from $1.24 to $1.39. Over 6+ years of growing the dividend. Yield is, well over 2% right now. It is a locomotive, dividend flowing, cash flowing machine, and we love Norfolk Southern.
So there we have it. If you shareholders like us, you enjoy that 8.9% increase. It's just great. Love the company. The yield's over 2% now, 2.6 plus 8.9%, just like Cincinnati Financial here. Same dividend factor. All right. Moving on. Number 7. One of our top 5 foundation stocks for your portfolio. We're talking consolidated. Edison, ticker symbol ED, the GOAT of the electricity sector. Thomas Edison's namesake himself. Never going to have the largest increases from ConEd. Utility companies, slow, steady earnings growth, slow, steady dividend growth. That's why we love the sector. It's always good to have some utilities in your portfolio, and we benefit from this one.
Yep. Utilities are continually being used, and they're almost a dividend king. Only 2 years from being the king of kings of utility players, guys.
Yeah, it's almost there. So they announced a 2.5% dividend increase in line with what they do every year. Their yield's now 3.4%, so very consistent. ConEd, top 5 foundation stock. Congrats to Lanny, myself, and all of you ConEd shareholders.
All right, guys, let's round it out. The 8th stock, the 8th wonder of the world. It's China. No, guys, we're talking about Elevance Health, ticker symbol ELV, formerly known as Anthem, which was ticker symbol ANTM for those that don't know. Lower yield, high dividend growth. Lower yield, high dividend growth.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Finkel is a mess. So, guys, this stock went from $1.28 to $1, not 38. But Bert, where do they go to?
Not $1.01, not $1.02. No, I'm kidding. $1.48 per share. That's a 15.6% banger. The largest one of the 8 stocks that we have today. Now their yield's 1.2%. So again, low yield, Einhorn. High growth, Finkel. No, I'm kidding, everybody. Low yield, high growth. That's what we want to see.
So, guys, that's the list right there. I'll cover the first quick hitter 4. Bert will finish it off. We had Archer Daniels, ADM, 12.5%. We had Chevron, ticker symbol CVX at 6.3%. Air Products and Chemical, ticker symbol APD at 8%. Bert's favorite insurance company, Cincinnati Financial, ticker symbol CINF at 8.7%. Bert, what about the other 4?
Comcast, 7.4%. Norfolk Southern, 8.9%. ConEd, 2.5%. And Elevance Health, 15.6%. So everybody, here we go. I had 5 increases. Lanny, how many did you have from this?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. So there we have it. Let us know how many increases you have. Don't forget, subscribe, comment, make sure you enter this giveaway, everybody. Lanny, what thoughts do you have for the community out there before we send these suckers?
Guys, keep buying dividend stock, grow that passive income stream, grow that dividend stock portfolio, take steps to financial freedom, put your money to work. Oh, and Bert, because it's the Rumble, you're either with us or you're against us.
There we go, everybody. So just remember, let's keep reaching financial freedom together. That's what it's all about.
That was Bert, the Herd, and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.